Some ice hockey shorts because that cement just as hard as you can believe. So when you see a kid skating, if you know him, tell him wear his helmet at least. So you don't just pull up in your car and hop out and go skate. At least I don't. It takes a while. I got to get ready. I have just a few more things to say here. How's my time? Am I doing all right? Well, the industry has spawned job opportunities, role models, heroes, and a lot of different things that you just wouldn't think about on a regular basis. This isn't skateboarding, but this was me in 1962 surfing, and I made the Malibu Legends, Surf Legends, just recently. And this was a picture taken by the San Diego Tribune. One of the things that that came into my life recently, I say in the past 10 years, because of skateboarding, is t-shirt printing. And this was a shirt that I printed for an event. You can hear me in the back without the microphone? Mm-hmm. And it's a group of women, and it's skateboardmoms.com. And she has a large group of volunteers that donate books, and they go out with their skateboards and they read books to kids in the park and then let them keep them. So she wrote a book. Right? So we've got books, we've got t-shirts, and this was from one of the events. They used me on the same shirt that I printed for the event, which was kind of a coincidence. There's calendars, there's pamphlets, there's online magazines that they call and get interviews for all the time. There's the Concrete Wave magazine, which is also got one of the most daredevil tricks ever. It's the loop. This guy was 45 when he did this, and he just had his 50th birthday. So that's pretty amazing. There is design. There is just books on skateboards. There's the gear. This was just before I got back into skating. I picked this book up at a surf shop in Ocean Beach, San Diego, and I'm looking through it, and I went, wow! And the guy goes, wow, what's the matter, what's the matter? And I said, dude, that's me. And hopefully I'm going to be on the cover again in April. All right. Let me see, I've got one other thing to share, which is kind of out of context, but this was the Sentinel, the Foothill Sentinel in Cave Creek. I don't know if anybody's been around that long, but this was, let's see, 65, 75. This was in 85, and there I am with my kids. That was the only cement for 100 miles. And there I am with Dick Clark. I'm kind of skipping a lot of stuff. You just have to wait for the book, okay? There I am doing this. There's that picture that I showed you being introduced to my Life magazine. And this was, you know who this is? I had no idea this is Tony Hawk. Oh my God, everybody thinks that Tony Hawk started skateboarding, but I sponsored this as a program for the kids. I don't know, what do you call it, when they do really good, And they all get to do something, skip class and go see something. So, I hope that my little talk about skateboarding has given you a little more perspective. We are not in the Olympics yet, but we do have the X Games, and it just may make the Olympics in my lifetime. Thank you very much. Any questions?
What's that stuff cost? What's the cost?
It depends. Are we going to nail it on a 2x4 or are we going to go to the store and buy it?
So the gears that you, all that, the padding and all that you put on it.
It doesn't cost as much as the doctor visit.
Yeah.
Pay me now or pay me later, I think, with that. Yeah, I always say don't ever skimp on gear. Buy the best that you can, and you'll be glad you did. Are you going to start skating? Is there another question? Yes? The handstand on a skateboard, if my life depended on it, maybe. On the lawn. Yes?
You also snowboard?
No, I don't snowboard. It's just, I'm an Arizona gal. I just haven't got up into the mountains. I used to ski though at Lake Tahoe, but that was before snowboards. Any other questions? Yes?
What about surfing?
Surfing. Yeah.
I get in the water whenever I can, but mostly just snorkel anymore. I just, you have to be, you can't just be on vacation and do it. But I did surf before school in my Girl Scout uniform. And no, I've never been really hurt. Yes?
Yeah, tell them about how you were the president of the Ocean Beach Women's Surfing Team.
Right. When I was in high school, I was the president of the Vahini Kai, which was an all-girls surf club, and we were just a terror. Can't you imagine? We'd pull up on Saturday morning after our meeting, 15 girls pile out of their old cars with their surfboards, and the guys would just go, oh no. But surfing was a big part of my life. Sailing, surfing, skin diving, snorkeling, anything to do with the water. Any other questions?
At what age did you start, and were there many girls doing what you were doing?
I started skateboarding when I was 19, when my brother swiped the wheels off of my rink skates and said, get out here, you gotta try this. And there was, not in my crowd, I was kind of one of the boys. And so there was maybe 4 or 5 other girls from San Diego that skated, but they didn't skate like I did. I mean, we would find, oh, they were just building the parking building at the convention center. That was fun. Yes?
How many beach movies were you in? And what were the names of them?
This is all planned.
And how many
This is my manager,
and
by the way.
how many commercials were you in also?
Oh, okay, I guess I left my notes. So, yes, I was in 3 beach movies, and that predated the Life magazine. I was trying to get into Hollywood doing stunt work, and so I would jump off Malibu Pier and do that. And I just happened to be in on all those good old corny beach movies with Ed Burns and all those guys. The Righteous Brothers were there, and